Who gets psychic readings? It might not be who you think. So there is this myth that there is only a certain type of person that gets psychic readings or a certain type of people that go to psychics, and you might be surprised to learn who actually gets readings. So today I am sharing a little bit of insight about who gets readings, who books with me, and why they come. If we haven't met yet, my name is Brandy Burrow. I am a psychic reader and I work online via Zoom. I've been reading for clients for over a decade using tarot, playing cards, astrology, palmistry, mediumship, and energy healing. Although readings are woo-woo, my readings always give clear, grounded guidance with a real life focus. Now back to who gets readings. Let me tell you a little bit about my clientele, what their professions are, what type of people they are, so that you can see the real insight into who gets readings. So for over 10 years, 11 years now, I have read for nurses, farmers, business owners, bank managers, office managers, HR professionals, paramedics, customer service representatives, homemakers, personal assistants. I've read for people who run companies, and I've read for people who run households. I've read for the wife of a rock and roll Hall of Famer. And I've read for people who are just simply trying to make decisions in their life, trying to figure out where their next paycheck's coming from, career decisions, relationship issues. The common thread between all these people is I read for them and help them get clarity in any situation they're going through in life. So let's talk about who gets readings, but why do they get readings? It's true, sometimes we feel a little lost in life, and sometimes clients come because they need direction, but a lot of times they're booking with me because they need to make aligned decisions. It might be decisions with career, it might be decisions with relationships, it might be needing assistance with family boundaries. Maybe they're having a big life transition, and they all need confidence in their next step no matter what's going on. So let me give you an example of what a standard psychic reading looks like with me. So I'm going to use a very common question that people come with, and it's about job security. They'll be asking, is my job secure for the next year, or do I need to go ahead and look for something else? So what I'll do is I will start with looking at their astrology, and I'm just throwing a random birth date up here just to give you an example, but I'll look at their astrology, their birth chart, and look at the planets in the sky at the moment, which are the transits, and I'll see what kind of energy is going on for that person. So for this person, if they are wanting to know, is my job stable and secure, I'm going to tell them about the current Saturn and Neptune transit over their 10th house of career. That could be creating some fear, some insecurity, but I'm also going to let them know that in the next couple of weeks, these planets are moving out of there and just leaving good, fresh, open energy for their job. And I'll probably also go into discussing their life direction and what else is going on in life. And after we discuss what's going on with their current astrology, I will get out the cards and give them more insight. So when they come to me, we work on Zoom, and I always have my desk share on so that they can see their cards in action. And what I would do for a person asking about job security, I would start by drawing just a couple of tarot cards just to see the energy of what's going on around them. And then I use my playing cards for timing. This gives a great timeline of what's going on in the year ahead and a brief insight into the next 2 to 3 years. And I will use my standard spread for playing cards. Now, if this person was coming to me and these were the cards that were dealt for them, I would let them know that there is some shakeups around their job. However, because of the combinations I am seeing, I feel like they are safe and they're going to make it through any of these shakeups. And right after the next 2 or 3 weeks, their environment starts getting more stable. There's probably some reorganization at their job that's going to work for their benefit, and things are going to get better. So I would explain to them that they just would really do well to ride out the next 4 to 5 months, and then everything seems to be getting better at their job, feeling more stable, and even maybe some money increase for them. So this is just a very quick example of what I look at in a standard reading for all these types of clients with their questions. We briefly touch on astrology, then we go into tarot and playing cards, and my standard reading gives us 45 minutes to discuss thoroughly what's going on in your life. This is where getting a professional reading is extremely powerful because there's not just guessing, it's not fortune telling. We're looking at timing, we look at patterns, strengths, emotional alignment, and what's suitable for you. And so, usually by the end of a reading, people don't feel informed, they feel relieved. It's like everything starts making sense for them. They get a lot of validation and they just don't have to be anxious anymore. With psychic readings, it's not about predicting lottery numbers or controlling the future. They're about understanding your energy, your choices, and your timing so you can move forward with confidence. So, if you've ever wondered if a psychic reading would help you and you're just someone who wants clarity with a real world situation or life question, you're exactly the kind of person I work with. So, I'll leave my website below in the description where you can check out my services and see if this is right for you. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, like the video, leave me a comment, let me know if this was helpful. I love sharing grounded, real life, intuitive guidance, and I don't want you to miss out on any videos. So go ahead and hit subscribe. Wishing you all the best, and I hope to see you soon.